Hi customers, we're going to do a lot of videos on this house. Just wanted to show you another one. I had mentioned a term in the last video about roofing as science with the copper. I had mentioned exposure with wood shakes being longer than that of asphalt. So I just wanted to show you what I was talking about before we get all this closed up, and I can't show you. So let me get the video flipped around here. So this is one of those old wood shakes. If you look at this, the stained portion, you can see where this weather was exposed, or this shingle was exposed to the weather from here to here. If you look at, this is the Owens Corning nail strip there, but if you're looking at a shingle, you're looking at, this is the exposure. This is the area that you see when we put that other layer of shingle is going to go right over top of that, right? So that's the exposure on this shingle. So if you look, these two together, you can see how the wood shake shingle has twice the exposure. The reason why that's important when talking about flashing is this area right here. So that's called step flashing. And in that area, it's important that the step flashing, one, you get a piece every single shingle, but if the exposure is less, right, so we're going to need twice as many shingles, asphalt shingles, than we did wood shingles in this area, so we need twice the amount of flashing. So that's an area, that's why we need to add flashing to this roof particularly, because while we can reuse some of that flashing that's already there, we need to add almost twice as much to make sure that we have it flashed appropriately with the asphalt shingle. So anytime you're changing materials, you got to think things through a little bit. Some of the other things is there is natural moisture and breathability in wood shake because of how it's designed. It actually allows the roof to breathe a little bit. This roof was underventilated for intake and exhaust ventilation. So just talk a little bit about that on the next video. But that kind of answers what exposure means in roofing terms and what you're looking at there. So anytime somebody talks about exposure, just to cover this again, you're talking about the area that's exposed to weather. That area is exposed to weather when the finished product is done. So in this case, the wood shakes had twice the exposure. So every roof system's a little bit different, and that tells you a little bit about this roof system and what exposure means in roofing. So thanks for watching, and have a good night.